I'm Melinda Clem Milliken now, and I have 3 little girls, 11, 8, and 9 months, Jalen, McKenna, and Sawyer. And I live in Loyal, just recently bought a house and moved back in that area. Budget officer at the Appalachian Challenge Academy, and I've worked for the state in that position for about 6 years now. And that's pretty much all. Oh goodness, there are so many. Since we're in this hallway, I'll just go with this one. We were in this hallway for whatever reason, and Dale was walking in front of us, and he was doing the Pee Wee Herman dance walking down the hallway because he was constantly doing anything for attention. And as we were going through these double doors, the principal at the time, Mr. Lee, walked through, and it was just this moment of sheer embarrassment and like, oh no, what are we doing? And there was just this awkward tension. We all just laughed hysterically, and then he went on. I don't know, it's just, there are lots more memorable, I'm sure, but this hallway brings back that particular one. My favorite teacher was probably Miss Bowman. I mean, she was probably the toughest on us, but she kind of fostered a love for reading. You know, I'd always loved it, but she kind of furthered that love for reading. So I'm gonna go with her. And I mean, I'll add Mr. Short on a fun note. So.
My name's Robbie Taylor. I graduated from Cawood in 1998. I'm married now to Brandy Middleton. We have 2 children. Our oldest son is Bailey Taylor. He's going to be 9. Also have a 4-year-old named Hannah. We live in Mount Vernon, Kentucky. My wife's a speech therapist at the hospital in Mount Vernon, and I'm a physical therapist at the hospital in Mount Vernon. And we wanted to come back for the high school reunion. I would say most of my high school memories are probably tied up in playing football. I played under Coach John Luttrell and had 4 great years here playing football. Don't know that I could pick out one memory that stands out from the others, but definitely playing football here was some of my favorite memories. I've got a lot. There's a lot of great teachers here, and I don't want to leave anybody out, but I guess one that comes to mind is Gary Short. He taught our biology, and he got me moved into thinking about the medical field and things that could be done in the world of medicine, and kind of maybe kick-started my way into the world of physical therapy.
My name is Stacy McMichael. I am married to Danny McMichael. I live in Speedwell, Tennessee. I am a teacher. I teach 5 through 8 math intervention. And my favorite memory, I have a daughter that is 18. And my favorite memory of high school, I guess, was working in the office my senior year. And my favorite teacher is Mike Howard. He was awesome. I had him for computers.
Hi, yeah, this is Robbie White, if you remember me. I live right outside of Cincinnati. I'm here with my wife, Megan. We got 3 beautiful children, 2 boys and a girl, Erica, Abby, and Lincoln. Favorite memory from high school, you know, all the extracurricular activities like drama, football, choir, everything that I was involved in, made really good friends, really good memories. My favorite teacher was probably Mr. Evans. I had him for history. He would have a story to tell, and I sat right by the door, and he'd be like, Robbie, go close that door. And I'd go close the door, and he'd tell us the story he wasn't supposed to tell, so he's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm just glad to see everybody again and stuff. So.
My name's Derek Ronald Blanton. I'm from Harlan County. Right now I do electrical heat and air work. I'm a contractor. I guess one year here, I don't know, you have to do a lot with football. I didn't play on none of the sports teams or nothing, but there's always the big rivalries back in the day like there is not now. You know, Cawood and Cumberland, or Cumberland and Everett, and that used to be a big enjoyment, just to go to the games and have the rivalries. I'd say my favorite teacher is Mr. Powell, Earth Science. I liked him, we got along. We like music, as you're honest to see I do. Me and him got along real well. I passed all of his quizzes and tests. Remember him greatly.
I'm Angie Bergman Hoskins. I've lived in Richmond for the past 11 years. I've been teaching for the past 16 years, but this year I took the year off and I'm being children's ministry director. I'm working full-time at my church. I am married and I have an 11-year-old son. I've been trying to think of a memory, and I don't know if I can come up with just one. I think what sticks with me the most is Matt Brackett being ridiculous and goofy at all times. No, it's something special, especially living in Richmond, to go kindergarten through 12th grade with a lot of the same people. The small town, knowing everybody and knowing their whole life story. Miss Lovely, Mr. Lovely, Miss Short, Mr. Short. I could go through the whole hallway. Obviously, I liked school and I liked my teachers because I became one. So I loved them all.
My name's Matt Brackett. I still live here in Harlan, and I still moving them trailers like I was in high school. We doing it big. And I got one son, he's 6, stepdaughter, she's 12, and that's about it. My favorite teacher, I had to agree with everybody else, probably Mr. Short, he was good. I believe I'm going to have to agree with Robbie on something. One of the high school things was Anthony No with his curly perm hair whenever he first came here. That's what I'm going to say. Right? That's what I mentioned. Hey, wherever he posts this, you better get him to watch it.
My name is Tommy Pace, 98 graduate of James A. After high school, I joined the Marine Corps, where I spent 8 years active duty and total of 16 years in the military altogether. I'm now a retired veteran, not married. I have 3 sons, Cub Scouts, baseball. That's about all I do is take care of kids and stay at home. The echoes of the gym during the ball games, the screaming crowds on the football field, they were all so great of memories, and there wasn't one specific, to be honest. I think, you know, the entire 4 years of high school was all great, and I remember, I would have to say even one of my favorite teachers, which was Mr. Shepard. We had his son who taught social studies, which got me interested partially in history as well. And I love history and where we came from, how far we've been, and what we're doing now in the world. And this school shaped what I wanted to do in my life.
I'm Crystal. I was a Sizemore. I'm an L now. I work at the circuit clerk's office here in Harlan. I have 2 little boys, a 7-year-old and a 9-year-old, and just, you know, work, and I'm a mom, so you know all those things. But one of my favorite memories of the high school would just be, you know, hanging out with all the friends and just spending quality time. And I had a good experience here, and being here just reminiscing is a lot of fun. So I'm glad to get to come. The favorite high school memory is just all the time that we spent together, just kind of laughing and talking and kind of being able to just get away as a group, all of us. I don't really have any specific, you know, memories beyond that, as that would just be my favorite, just spending quality time with friends. I would say Pam Holcomb. I had her in geometry, and she, there were some concepts that I just didn't know at the time, and she was just so sweet and so good, and she really made me enjoy learning. So I would say she was my favorite.
My name's Gary Thomas. I'm actually in Starrett, Alabama now. I'm a foreman for Standard Wireless Group, my own company. Lived in Alabama for about 2 years. I got 2 boys. Trenton Thomas is 17 and Jordan Thomas is 16. I've got a lot of high school memories, but I got in trouble once for smoking, and I'll never smoke. Raised a lot of cane over it and got suspended for 5 days for not smoking. Mr. Powell. Yeah, I mean, he was an energetic teacher and took teaching to a different level. Really brought the best out of you.
My name's John Clem. I am married to Elizabeth Clem. I have one son, Easton Clem, and a daughter, Harlan Clem. And I'm currently running for Harlan County Clerk. And I do car wreck cases, Social Security wreck cases, and I also take care of my mother's got a brother that's handicapped. I help her take care of him. Mine would have to be probably playing Harlan City for the first time, and I don't know how many years it was, but it was the first time Cawood High School had played Harlan City in an actual football game. maybe 27 years. But anyway, we played Harlan City in a football game our senior year, 98. And then they played them again in 99. But that would probably be my most memorable moment. Probably Tina Lawson. She taught English, and I really liked English. I liked to write. And she was just she inspired me throughout.
My name is Kelly Leanne McMillan Walters, and I still live in Wallens. CNA, going to school for nursing. I've got 4 stepchildren, 2 boys, 2 girls. All band stuff's high school memories that are my favorites. I don't know, Melinda usually has the cool band stories, not me. Band camps, the band camps, the memories from them. Betsy Burkhart and Alexa Bowman. Miss Bowman, she pretty much got me into thinking about college and stuff, so she was a big influence. And then Betsy was just a great band teacher. I got to learn all stuff and go everywhere.
Steve Spurlock. I live in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky now, just south of Frankfort. My wife Emily, and we've got 2 kids, 8-year-old and a 5-year-old, Rebecca and Palmer. I work for the Kentucky State Police as a detective now. There were some pictures in the high school yearbook that may have got me in trouble, but not in our senior year. But you know, I just have lots of good memories of playing on the golf team and watching a lot of the athletic events around the school, and you know, videotaping the high school boys, the basketball team during all their games. You know, there's so many teachers that I love and remember. Mr. Thornton in biology, Mr. Short, Miss Holcomb, Miss Lawson. There's so many different teachers that had a great effect on my life.
Hey everybody, Brandon Hensley here. Currently living in Williamsburg, Kentucky. After high school, I went to college for a little bit, dropped out, worked in radio, and got into some television. Finally went back to college later. Went to University of Cumberland, which I've been there ever since 2008. Finished up my degree in 2010, undergrad degree, and then been working there ever since, doing multimedia and sports information type things. I have an awesome family. I'm a beautiful wife, Casey, 2 little boys. Grayson is 7. Tucker is 4. They are 100% little boys. We love baseball as a family. Go Cubs, go. If anybody knows me knows I love baseball. And that's where I'm at, what I'm doing now. As far as a favorite high school memory, a couple of cool memories, funny memories. One of them not so funny. The first one, I remember doing a play my junior year. We had a play on the same night as a baseball game, and I believe it was myself and a couple other baseball players, at least one, Jason Goldinger, was in it. Between acts, when we were on stage, we would run out to the side door and check in on the baseball game and see what was going on, and we're like, oh, we're gonna miss this game. Well, the play got over, and we were able to get to the baseball game with a couple innings left, and I think both of us got in actually, and we're able to play a couple of innings. And one night I was able to do a play and play a little bit of a baseball game. Another memory is, it's funny, I was actually sharing with some people here, I've forgotten about it. Freshman year biology, Mr. Short's class, and if you know Mr. Short, eyes are kind of closed, so he wasn't paying much attention to what I'm doing. I'm popping some sprees in, and they weren't the chewy sprees at the time, they were the hard sprees. And it's a purple one, I'll never forget, purple spree. I start choking on the sucker. So what happens, I have to raise my hand, I'm choking. He quickly takes me down to the principal's office, Mr. Lee. We go to the cafeteria, it's near lunchtime. Mashed potatoes, they give me mashed potatoes. I have to swallow it to try to get the spree down. Terrible taste, oh my goodness. But it worked, forgive me, the Heimlich maneuver and everything. Really embarrassing, but that was a memory that sticks out. But I just remember the fun times having here at James A. Cawood High School. Some teachers that really helped pave the way for where I'm at now. Mrs. Holcomb, man, what she did for me sophomore year, being able to be a part of kind of like it's called speech or media class, kind of. We did a few commercials. We practiced on plays. It was kind of a pre-drama class, but I remember doing a radio commercial where I made up a soap called Scottish Spring. I remember doing a TV commercial. I had some chips called Burritos, and that's where I really fell in love with doing a video camera, was in that class. And through her class, I just, you know, being able to have a voice and being proud of who you are and being unique, and it's okay to be outspoken is really what I learned from her class. So she goes down as one of my favorites. And then Mrs. Lovely, she was our librarian, but I've known her since I was at Wallens Elementary and Junior High, all the way up. Just a couple of ladies that really helped pave the way for me.